Ryan Garcia fought for the World Council, I believe, lightweight lightweight belt, and he TKO'd Luke Campbell. Now, for those that don't know much about boxing, which I understand is a little hard to do because boxing's not really been popping,
Jake
because
Paul.
You got YouTubers fighting slam dunk champions and laying them out like it's nothing.
What used to be a gimmick, a biggest joke in celebrity fighting, is now what we take seriously as fighting. God, times have changed.
It's such a raw sport. Anybody can do this. Anybody can lace up those gloves. You go to the cul-de-sac, you have a problem, you duke it out. And yet it's interesting that such a real sport like that is made such a gimmick on a high level. Money is involved. We get that. But this serious sport that anybody can do well, it's not like, oh, no one can curl well, or not everyone can shoot a basketball. Everybody can throw a punch. It may not connect, but everybody can do it.
I want to see Peter in the ring now. Oh man, that'd be so cool. Peter wouldn't throw punches. He would throw facts that make the other guy wanna go down. Did you know that you in the right time you will go blind?
The opponent would be in the corner like, oh, man, he's so fast. His trainer like, what is he doing? I don't have any rebuttals for him, man. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on. He's not drinking water or getting laced up. He just has a cue card and some notes that he's writing down in his corner.
I don't need water because did you know that water is contained in all of essence that the essence of water is for the foods. I drink Gatorade. Ad. Hey, I'm Peter Lewis here with Gatorade.
Now let me say this. Ryan Garcia is a stud. All right, just like boxing aside, the kid is a good-looking kid. 23 years old. He looks like Diego from Dora the Explorer, but grown up. All right, it's perfectly chiseled chin and everything like that. Now, he is a boxer. He just won the World Council title for the lightweight division. He fought Luke Campbell. Now he goes on to challenge Gervonta Davis. Now, Ryan Garcia is undefeated, as well as Gervonta Davis. But Gervonta Davis is a dog. He is brutal. He looks like a pit bull that had an allergic reaction. All right. He in the movies when they have extras to play like people in a lineup.
Yeah.
Like criminals. He looks like number 4. Okay. Number 4 in the lineup. That's exactly what he looks like. And this brother challenged Gervonta Davis online, and he said, listen, money sent. The fight is sent. Gervonta, if you don't do it, you a BITC. I'm not going to finish that word because I don't want to get fined. But
no,
you understand what he said. Gervonta said, I've never been a B word. The fight is set. Now shut up and fight. My question is there a point where you can get too big for your sport? Because Ryan Garcia, probably one of the only ones that's popping on social media. He's young. You have Shakur Stevenson, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, Floyd, Manny, whatever government he's managing. You have those people. But Ryan seems to be the star of it. And his aesthetic looks seem to put him in a caliber of where he's more than just a boxer. He's a celebrity. Kind of like how Odell would dance and associate himself with Drake and all these celebrities. You rise above your station as a sports person. My question would be, does that have a negative effect on your actual craft when you go to work? What do you guys think about that? When you're in the ring, when you need to fight, does your star power have an effect on your work ethic?
Definitely. I mean, it could either there's no middle. It's either that you work harder because you're a star, you got to show off, or you work a lot less because you're already a star. You get a big head. It's like the Rocky movie where Apollo, he was worried about his looks, he's working about his business, and he didn't really train a lot because he's like, I'm the best ever. It doesn't matter. And then we all know what happened, but definitely just watching it in baseball when you get you already know what happened. And then in baseball, watching people that are always like hitting home runs, doing this, doing that, the next season they're always bad because they don't train as hard. I think that's what happens with everything now. 100%. If you're too much of a star for like your own good, then you're not gonna practice as much. There's no way. No way.
But no, I'm not saying that this is a hindering his work ethic, because I believe that Ryan Garcia is a hardworking kid. He started training at a very young age. He got into baseball. He didn't really like baseball, so boxing was it. His family introduced him to boxing, and then he took off from there. And you see a lot of people who have dedication to a sport. They started at a very young age, and they do well. That's how most lacrosse players do. Because people say if you try to join lacrosse when you're a teenager in high school, you're not going to do too well. Boxing is one of those things, came natural to him. My question is not the work ethic, but the focus. Because this is a game in which when you get to a higher level, the distractions start rolling in, especially when you become a celebrity. There was an interview with like Peter said, the interviewer was interviewing Ryan Garcia's father. She complimented him on the win, and she literally said to this man, "Whoa, you got some great sperm. This kid is a stud." That can get to your head. As a boxer, you worrying about ducking and weaving. You got 15 girls, all you fraternizing with all the card holding girls that walk around in the bikini, walk in a circle and a square for some reason, in that confusing geometrical shape. That can get confusing to you. That can throw you off your game. So when you have a certain amount of distractions, where's the line where this is distraction and where this is work? How do you toe that line, you know?
What do you think, Peter?
I mean, if I never been in that kind of position where it's like, oh, you have all the star power and you have to, perform. You have to win this fight. You have to win this.
Shocker.
I've never really had that. I mean, I've performed from people before for different things, but when it comes to that, I mean, if it was me, I just want to train. I'd want to keep up with everything so that way I don't get embarrassed so bad. I mean, that way I know in my head, no matter what, that I did my best. It's not like I was slacking off because I thought I was the best. I end up eating something I can't say on this show. So
wait a minute. What was the word that you said before?
Wait, I think Peter put the wrong batteries in.
Peter, what did you say before? You said beating or eating?
I said eating something.
You can't say on this show.
Eating, and I wanted to say a word that I'm not allowed to say on the show.
Peter Lewis, everybody.
Peter, you gonna have to call me after we end this show. Okay? You gonna have to call me, Peter, because yo, Peter. I don't know. This Peter is different, dog. I like this Peter.
I like 2021 Peter.
This Peter is off the hinges. I think he's either making extreme sexual references or he's a cannibal, and I don't know which one because I can't tell on the look of his face.
I don't know which one.
One goes up, the other one goes down. It looks like a depression side of the scalp. I don't.
I mean, if anything, I was referring to not cannibalism, but corporophilia, I think is the term.
Don't use words like that and expect me not to get further on the path of confusion. Okay, Peter? Don't say that because now you don't know where my mind goes, Peter. I have sick thoughts. That big word that you just said, I'm in the middle of the desert right now, Peter. I have no water. I think a cactus looks like Holly Berry right now. That is how confused I am. Please.
Peter goes to go get something to eat. I cannot have that. I cannot have training. I cannot have that. I cannot. Do you have something called?
This guy is using words that are in the back of the source, words that they don't want you to know about.
Again, there's another joke that I couldn't write. That if you put it out, what's something he can't eat? That's something I can't eat that because I'm training. I can't eat that. Cannot eat that. Does not compute.
Here's my concern with Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is an orthodox fighter, which means usually his strong hand is his right hand.
Nobody wants to fight him, right? Who wants to fight him?
Gervonta Davis is a southpaw, which means that your left is your strong hand. Now, going back to when boxing first originated, a lot of orthodox fighters did not want to fight southpaws because they didn't know how to handle them. Because essentially, it's a mirrored stance. So all the punches that you can throw or punches that you can block, rather, they're harder to block because you're at certain angles. Southpaws usually have an advantage on orthodox fighters. Now, Luke Campbell, I will say, Luke Campbell was a southpaw, and Ryan Garcia put that boy to bed. Read him a nice little story, gave him some milk, maybe a little Jaffa cakes, because I think Luke Campbell is from England, and Jaffa cakes are popping over there. Peter, can you look that up for me, please?
Sure thing.
So, I'm not sure. Luke Campbell boxer. Look it up if he's from England. Because if not, I apologize and I rescind my statement.
Yeah, he's from Kingston upon Hull, United Kingdom.
That sounded sexual, but yeah, he tucked him in, gave him a little bit of warm milk and some Jaffa cakes, and he said, "Night, night, kiddo. All right, governor, go to bed." That's what he said.
All right, governor, goodbye.
All right, governor, goodbye. Have a nice little wakey, won't you? Huh?
Do you want to?
Whatever the hell you're talking about.
You want to meet me?
Luke Campbell caught Ryan Garcia, and he did it. He went to the body first. He shot to the body with his right. Ryan Garcia went down to try to block his left, going to the body. Luke Campbell said, "And no, I'll trick you there, then I might. I'll trick you there, then I might." And Luke Campbell went to the face and on your mic, and he put him on his ass for the first time in his career. And even when Ryan Garcia won, he said, "Oh my God, I can't believe this! I got laid out. I love you, Mom." Ryan Garcia got laid out by a southpaw. Now you take that. The fact that orthodox fighters are very poised and very reluctant to fight a southpaw, and you take the aggressiveness of Gervonta Davis and what that boy does. I believe he has 22 knockouts. He's like 22-4. He might have 22 knockouts. Peter, can you check that for me? I'm not too sure.
Which one?
Gervonta Davis, boxer.
What about him?
I think check his record and how many of them were KOs. I'm not too sure about that.
KO record. 23 knockouts, 24-0 record, 23 knockouts.
23 knockouts, 24-0 record. This brother is hungry. You let that celebrity get to your head, talking about, "Oh, I'm Ryan Garcia. I know who I am. I look like a grown-up Diego." You bring that to the ring, Gervonta might have something for you. Me personally, I just believe that boxing is a sport where you keep your mouth shut and you do your work. You can have the antics like Conor McGregor at the media day, but besides that, you don't say nothing because you don't know how that can motivate your opponent. Getting into their head, they can just use it as motivation. Gervonta seems like that type of brother that if you talk, I will knock you the F out. That's my main concern because I don't want the celebrity to get to Ryan's head. He pulls a Jake Paul. He pulls what Jake Paul's trying to do to Conor McGregor, and the brother gets laid out. Already being a little unshaky because he hasn't fought a lot of. I think he may have fought like 5 southpaws in his career. He's undefeated, but that's still not a lot of southpaws. He knows how to train against them, but you put the southpaw mixed together with the incentive that Gervonta Davis has, brother could get laid out. So that's why I think Ryan Garcia, you need to cool it down, or you need to ugly yourself up, wear some hats so girls don't notice you. They won't boost up your ego, and you need to go do what you need to do. That's my opinion.
Great. Wait. So who won versus Ryan? They fought already, right?
Who?
Ryan Garcia and
Ryan Garcia fought Luke Campbell like a week ago. Laid him out. Got a TKO 7th round.
Okay.
Right after that, he calls out Gervonta Davis, talking about, "Oh, the money's set. Do what you need to do." Gervonta was like, "I'm here. I'm ready. Let's go." And when he's already popping with the ladies. He's already popping on social media. They're talking about he's going to be the next face of it. So I just hope the celebrity doesn't get to his head and doesn't mess with his hard work, but messes with his perception of things and how things can be perceived by other people.